And welcome to I Feel Petty / Sanity Corner. It is the part of the show where we talk about things that are keeping us sane or kind of getting stuck in our craw. So let's just get into it. Alyssa, what are you feeling petty about, or what is making you sane this week?
Guys, I have something that's going to make me sane soon, which is that after years of trying to send sassy texts and emails that say ducking instead of fucking, in the new iOS 17 update, I don't know if that is the 17th this year, they are changing ducking back to fucking.
Finally.
And I have to say, like, everyone knows what I mean now when I'm like, ducking insane. And like, the ducks in my neighborhood are kind of assholes, so it all started to fit for me. But to be able to go back to just fucking, I hope that it corrects a lot of other things, like the fact that over the years, anytime I try to write something trumps something else, it goes to all caps.
Yikes.
Because I guess I used to all caps Trump when I was mad.
That's a word too.
So I hope we can just go back to like the Merriam-Webster autocorrect and not the weird shit my phone's been doing, but to just get fucking back. I'm stoked for it. I can't wait. You're all going to get text messages the day it comes through.
I can't
wait. Incredible. Okay, Juanita, are you feeling petty, or do you have a sanity corner for us this week?
I got a sanity corner because this week has been a motherfucker, to say the least. But the one thing that has carried me through the highs and lows of the past 7 days is The Ultimatum, Queer Love on Netflix. Like, I don't know if y'all are caught up. I'll try to talk about this.
We're caught up.
We're caught up.
Okay.
We're caught up.
But for our listeners who aren't, I'll avoid some spoilers, but I think it's fair to give out a couple of MVP awards. Like, first and foremost, the best fucking human on this show, Mal, 100%.
Mal.
Like,
still,
just a general respect and appreciation for humans feeling whatever the fuck they feel. Like, Mal, I bow down to you. Be like Mal when you grow up, kids. Like, seriously.
Mal forever.
Mal forever.
Mal forever.
Okay,
Mal for life.
the top villain, at least until you see the motherfucking reunion, Vanessa. Like, what the hell? What the hell? This person, like, the line that sent me was, oh, my partner would be asexual if it wasn't for me, so I know they're not going to match with anybody else. Bitch, what?
Wow.
What? It's giving.
That's not how that works.
It's so messy.
She is the chaos candidate.
Exceeds expectations in every single episode. Tune in. That's all I'll say for now, but check it out, especially to celebrate, queer love during Pride Month.
Yeah, it's I eagerly await every single drop.
Same.
It's just like the thing that gets me through. And then once I'm done with it, I'm like, well, now what am I
Right.
gonna watch?
That's that empty
It's
feeling.
like we got Succession and then we got Queer Love, Ultimatum, and now it's only been a week and a half since Succession was gone. Now this is almost over.
Yeah. There's a new season of Righteous Gemstones coming out. It's a pretty good show.
Oh, that's good.
That's a pretty good show.
And
Man.
Sex and the City Hate Watch is coming in
Wait.
about
Do
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
hate
and-
watch for real? I don't want to give them
like
any
it.
ratings.
I don't know
And just
how
like
many,
that.
Juanita, how many comedy concerts have you been to? I'm just saying. The details make it entertaining in an entirely
Understood.
different
That's
way.
fair.
I love that it... Okay, so I've shared this theory on the show before, but... Okay, you guys remember the show Twin Peaks, right? Mm-hmm. You know the show Twin Peaks. And Kyle MacLachlan was in Twin Peaks, the guy who ends up playing Trump in Sex and the City. He's the main character in Twin Peaks. It's a great show. It's like it's a super weird early 90s David Lynch network soap. I can't believe it was on network TV. It's so good. So Kyle MacLachlan was the main character in Twin Peaks and in Twin Peaks The Return, which came out like 5 years ago. And at the end of season 2 of Twin Peaks, he goes into something called the Black Lodge. And my theory is, and Sex and the City comes up in the interim between when Kyle MacLachlan's character, Agent Cooper, gets out of the Black Lodge. I think Sex and the City takes place entirely within the Black Lodge. It is like, it is part of like a
hallucination
an evil dimension
sequence or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Sort of like, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to go next. Here's something that I am feeling petty about this week. And it also has to do with Apple. They had some sort of big TED Talk, I don't know, where a bunch of people did that awkward gesticulation that they always do. Now, what have I told you? It's so... So they announced their big new product is this Apple VR headset that costs $3,500, and it's coming out next year. So here's the thing. Google Glass, when it launched,
Thank you.
like a decade ago,
Thank you.
was a giant flop because nobody wants to wear technology on their fucking face. I'm sorry, my eyes, my mouth, and my are the most important sensory.
Yeah.
I need those. I need those. I don't want to cover my face.
I feel like I'm also just too cute to obstruct this goodness for people. But okay, I digress.
Yes. 100%. And that actually feeds into my next point, which is that when technology that is to be worn on your head is designed, it never takes into account the fact that women might wear these or that people that have different hairstyles might wear these. Okay, so you're supposed to take, so what if I just got a blowout in my hair? What if it's just perfectly straight and looks exactly how I want it to look because I have an event? Am I going to put a fucking band on the back of my head so I can make a person feel like I'm having a meeting in the same room with them? No.
Weird.
Design things with make them I would be more inclined to do an opera glass type situation where I can hold it up and it's not
spectacle.
Yes. A monocle. I would do a VR monocle. Are you kidding me? That looks so steampunk.
No. Follow
would
me,
do a
y'all.
VR monocle.
A VR contact lens.
Oh wow.
I don't know. I don't want to put it in my. I don't want to put it in my. See. So my two problems with it is I don't want to wear something on my face. I don't want to put that's too close to being inside my body. I don't want tech in my body. I don't even want to wear an Apple Watch. And the second thing that doesn't work for me. But if you're somebody who's I'm not going to wear this Apple VR headset because what am I supposed to do with my hair? Then the contact lens might work. But also I don't know. Imagine I don't want to do that. I don't want that. I don't want it so close to my brain. And $3,500.
Oh, did you hear the way the crowd groaned and was hell no to that price?
Yeah, I did. And it really, and that was one way, the one thing I have in common with the type of person who would attend an Apple event was that we all groan at that fucking dumbass headset. They're out of ideas. They're out of ideas. And that's fine. Maybe we've had enough ideas and we should do other things
we could rest.
instead.
We could
imagine.
We could rest. Yes. We could rest. Also, for multitasking, one of the reasons I like doing things on my phone or having my laptop is because I can look around the room. There's other stuff I can do. If I have a VR headset on, that is what I'm doing. Yeah. And I reject that. I rebuke that.
Did you see the commercial when the kid is trying to play catch with his father? And I'm take that off. Why are you it's just weird.
What?
It's impersonal.
Yeah. The commercials always are imagine this really heartwarming but completely rare scenario. And it's but that's not that's not my life. I don't have any. That's a great commercial, but I don't have anything in common with them. Okay. Shaniqua.
Yes, I am
feeling
ready.
petty or sanity corner?
Petty.
Awesome.
I'm feeling petty. So did you all read that Atlantic article about Chris Licht?
Yes, I devoured it, Shaniqua. I slurped it up and then I put it in the fridge and I had it as leftovers for the next 2 days. That's how much I loved that article.
I loved it too. It took me a little while to read, and because I have Twitter brain, I had to take breaks and read little short things so my brain could recharge to finish reading it. But it was so good, and then to see this morning that he's leaving. I mean, I read that article and I was he's not going to last. There's no way he's going to last. There is no way he's going to last. All the stuff he did, his kind of we just need to, I guess he's calling it being objective and just stick to the facts. What was that rain analogy? You cannot like the rain. You can like the rain, but you can't tell me it's not raining, even though it sounds like he had people who said it's not raining on the show pretty
100%. 100%.
And, just all of the stuff that he did, but thinking he was just smarter than everyone. I will say he had a really thoughtful insight that I think it was too late for him when he said, I wish I would have come in, understood the organization instead of just trying to come in and change everything.
Look at that.
But that's like leadership. That is how you enter new things that you have not been a part of, and you see how it works, because you can't just assume from the outside that you are going to just fix everything. But yeah, I think the big thing, though, separate from everything he did at CNN specifically, was why would you let a journalist follow you around for that long and have that much access?
Oh.
And you've just started.
You know the theory.
Oh, wait.
You
I
know
don't
the
know
theory.
What is the theory?
That CNN let him do it because they knew he'd shoot himself in the foot and get fired. And he's fired.
The ultimate self-own. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They called it self-immolation by Atlantic Profile, essentially.
Yikes.
I mean, Erin, what the favorite quote you sent me was from his trainer.
I was entertained by the
On
trainer.
the record.
I was entertained by the trainer. Who lets their
Yeah,
trainer
the trainer
get
was my
quoted?
favorite one. I don't know.
Him.
But that trainer should maybe be the new boss at CNN, because I think he had some pretty good ideas.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I don't know why I enjoyed it so much, but it was just thorough. I mean, it was well written, and yeah, he got a lot of insight from employees who, I don't know, that's just good journalism. I just think that's why I appreciated it. And so,
Yeah, Tim Alberta is a great media reporter for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, and good riddance, I guess.
Yeah.
He was fine in his previous jobs,
Yeah.
it seems, so maybe he'll land somewhere that's more
Yeah.
appropriate
You know,
for
it's
him.
just kind of men who think they know everything. It's just nice to see them realize they don't.
Yeah. Succession vibes, for sure. Okay, on that note, that is all the time we have for this week's episode of Hysteria. Shaniqua and Juanita, thank you so much for joining. Juanita, thanks. Come back again, please. Please.
I like y'all so much.
You got to come back for our Barbie movie episode,
Yes.
which
Oh, that
we are
sounds
definitely going to do.
But you know, I'm
We
gonna
definitely
keep
want
it
you back for
100, because if I'm not feeling it, you'll hear it.
Oh, good. Alyssa, thank you so much for being my ride or die, per usual. And listeners, thanks to all of you. There will be more Hysteria next week.